What's going on, guys? Back at it again with another video. Today's video is an artist ranking and is going to be my artist. This week we are covering Stand Atlantic. We wanted to wait a little bit until after the album came out to give me enough time to really digest the album and to get my thoughts together on that. So, yeah, for me personally, this was easily one of the hardest rankings for me to do. I have all these songs saved. Stand Atlantic is one of my favorite bands. I don't really think they have a truly bad song. So all my tiers are relative here. Even though it's bottom tier on the list, doesn't mean it's a bottom tier song. Also, I've been into this band from the beginning. I got into them all the way back when Lavender Boats came out. So yeah, I've been with them even before Skinny Dipping came out. So hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna add comments like the other person does in every one of these lists, and I enjoyed some of their stuff. Like obviously, like I knew like this their first album because him and I saw them way back when before they even got to be a main stage band. So
Yeah. I also wanted to say that I did not include the closer on Fear, which is I wonder what kind of garlic bread they serve at Mensa, because it's like not really a song, in my opinion. So I didn't include it. So yeah, let's get it on with the bottom tier. At number 39, in last place, we've got Molotov OK. This is the only Stand Atlantic song that I didn't save on first listen. This song is super aggressive, honestly to the point where it's too aggressive. Bonnie is screaming through most of the song instead of singing, and the okay, okay, okay gets really repetitive. It's also really short, being barely over 2 minutes long, with the last little bit being like an instrumental section. When I listened to it in the context of the album, I was able to appreciate it enough to save it. And I don't hate this song, but I think it's clearly the worst song that Stan Atlantic has come out with.
insert angry guitar here. That screaming really hurts my ears. I'm really glad that I didn't listen to it in headphones. I listened to it just like through my headphones or through my phone speaker. That way too heavy for me. I don't like the screaming. Brett showed it to me way back when it came out. I didn't like it then. I started liking it now.
Yeah, I sent it to him because I was like, please listen to this. This is interesting. Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to like it. It was not one of the songs I was like, you should check this out because you'll like it. I knew he wouldn't, but it was just an interesting one then. I like it more now. It's grown on me a little bit, but Molotov OK comes in at 39. Coming in number 38, we've got Shh. This was another one that didn't really click with me from first listen. I like the verses, and I think that the build up to the chorus works really well. But this is another one where Bonnie's really screaming more than she's singing, and it's basically the entire hook. In turn, that makes the chorus really underwhelming for me. It's another song that I don't mind, but in the context of Stand Atlantic's discography, I feel like it's clearly one of their weaker songs.
I think the instrumentation is too loud in the verses. You really can't hear Bonnie's voice here. Like it makes sense why she's screaming if she's doing it for that reason, but I don't think that's for that reason. So like her normal singing is good enough where she doesn't have to scream. I don't mind if there's heavy guitar and drums in a song, but I just don't think it works well with her voice here. I'm not a fan of the song.
Yeah, so Shh comes in at 38. And that's going to wrap up the bottom tier after just two songs. I feel like there's a pretty sizable gap between 38 and 37. So let's get right into the mix here. Coming in at number 37, we've got Fever featuring My Literal Mum, which would be Bonnie's mother. This is a super interesting song. It's got like a trap beat in the beginning and running throughout the verses. I really like the pre-chorus quite a lot, and the chorus is nice here as well. I like how the rock instrumentation really picks up, and those heavy guitars are nice. And again, like I said, I don't mind the verses, but I think they're interesting. I don't really like the bridge though. That's why it is down here. It gets back into that lane of too aggressive, like the songs below this one, and it holds the song back for me. But like if this came on in my car, I wouldn't be upset, and I certainly wouldn't skip it. Stand Atlantic just has a really strong discography, in my opinion.
It really sounds like she's freestyling, and it sounds really nice. I think like she started it out singing, which really works well, and then like that chorus is really solid as well. Like I think the contrast between the verses and the chorus work pretty well together. I would put this song higher personally. I don't love the screaming part in the outro part, like because of that little dark part. But other than that, I'm a fan of the song.
Yeah, I mean, again, I do like the song, and that dark part was enough to get it down here. I'm nitpicking. I like all these songs, so that was enough. Cabin Fever 37. I used to be so sharp, and I used to be so callous, but now I'm silk and satin, overthrown, rested all of my lungs. Coming in at number 36, we've got Silk and Satin. This is another interesting one. The effect in the back kind of sounds like a faucet running, and I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. Bonnie's voice sounds really nice over those guitars, though, at the beginning of the verses, and I think that works better than the trap beat that they use over the choruses. Bonnie said this song was actually written for skinny dipping, but it didn't really fit, and I completely agree. I know they changed the vibe for it to fit on Pink Elephant, but even with that, I can't see any way that this fits in on skinny dipping. Overall, it's a solid song that I just wish had a bit more happening. There's a different slower song on Pink Elephant that I just think is better. I had this one higher, and I did end up moving it down a bit, so it ended up here.
That faucet that you just heard like bothers the snot out of me. I don't know why, but it's just like it sounds creepy and just like I don't know, just like it hurts my ears. Like the vocals are good and like it sounds better in the chorus, but I wanted more from the song. Like it was kind of underwhelming, and the lack of instrumentation kind of throws me off. I don't really know how I feel about it. Like it's more of a rap song than like a rock song, which is what I was expecting.
Yeah, that is why I ended up moving it down. But Silk and Satin, number 36. Coming in at number 35, we've got Cigarette Kiss. This one slows it down a little bit, especially in the beginning, and I honestly think that might be my favorite part of the song. I really think it works. I'm a little underwhelmed by the chorus. It's not bad, I just wanted a bit more. According to Setlist FM, they've never played this song live, and honestly, that's just because nothing stands out here. It's not a bad song, but they just have better.
I like how the instrumentation gets harder after the first chorus. Like that first minute is really boring, and I wanted more from it, and it never came. But like that bigger instrumentation didn't really help. Like it speeds up the song for a second, and then like slows down to that like first original tempo, which I didn't love. But like it's an okay song. Like I wish I had more to say, but like that faster like if that faster instrumentation was for the whole song, I think I'd like it a lot more. But like, I think that's the bright spot for sure. That little like 35-second piece.
Yeah, solid song. Cigarette Kiss, number 35. Coming in at number 34, we've got Bullfrog. If anybody's played the game Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, this song always makes me think of the Bulldog shotgun from that game. I don't know why. Now back on topic. I'm kind of underwhelmed across the board here. I don't think the like sped up pace of the drum beat in the verses works great. I do like the chorus, but it's really short. I like the bridge a lot here too. Bonnie really lets loose vocally, and I think it works. I like the song. I just don't think it holds up to their other material.
Um, I'm I'm a fan of this one as a whole. I think like I think the pre-instrumentation vocals work really well, and I think the verses and choruses are solid. And I also like how Bonnie shows her range throughout the song, going up and down the scale. Like in that chorus with just a drum beat is great. I'd put this one higher personally.
Yeah, I mean, I see your point, but like I mentioned, that drum beat kind of, I don't know, it doesn't click for me. So, Bullfrog, number 34. Coming in at number 33, we've got Mess I Made. Taking it all the way back to the first EP on this one. I hate repeating myself on all the songs that I have ranked low, but I do like this song. Honestly, I enjoy every song on this list, like I said. The chorus here is nice, it's catchy, and I like the verses as well. But there's nothing that wows me. A lot of the songs have something that stands out in a really positive manner, and a song that does everything good but nothing great just ends up here.
I really like her vocals here. It's a pretty song, but it's pretty effective. The verses and choruses work well together. It is a shorter one, so that's like I would have liked a longer song, which is my only quote unquote complaint about the song, but I think the song works. I put it higher personally.
Yeah, it's a good song, like I said, but nothing. I'm just waiting for something to wow me, and it just never does. But I enjoy the song quite a bit, so mess I made 33. If you couldn't tell, number 32 is Nails from the Back. I love the instrumentation here. I think the guitars are great and they really work well and create a nice groove. The song is just really, really repetitive. The chorus roars in and it works well. It's catchy. I enjoy it. But counting the intro and the outro, the chorus is repeated 6 times in the song. It's not a bad song, but in comparison to the rest, it ends up down here just because of how repetitive it is.
I put it even lower just because of how repetitive it is. It's holy repetition. Good thing her vocals are good and the drums work well, with that backbeat with her singing. But the lack of creativity, just kills the song. I've never heard a song that has 6 choruses.
Yeah, I really like the instrumentation, and that's why I did put it this high. But lyrically, yeah. Nails from the Back, number 32. Coming in at number 31, we've got Switchblade. I know I talked about this one in Songs of the Week, so people might be a little surprised I have it this low. The verses work well, and I really like the chorus as well, even though it's a little bit of a more aggressive sounding song. However, like I said in that review, I don't really love the effects that they use on the instrumentation post chorus. That's really the only thing that's holding back a song that I still think works really well and I do enjoy. The guitar solo after the bridge is also a nice little touch, but that one nitpick was enough to get it down here. Because, like I said, I love Stand Atlantic. Their discography is very strong.
I like the beat in the beat in the beginning is interesting. It sounds like whoever was rapping before Blimey comes in is mumbling. I think that chorus is a little underwhelming. I want a little bit more from it. Nothing about this song really wows me. I just wanted more from the song as a whole. So yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, that's fair. It's got parts I enjoy, parts I would like tweaked a little. But Switchblade, number 31. Coming in number 30, we've got Blood Clot. This song is the definition of zero flaws. I just prefer other songs. I have no complaints at all. The verses work, the chorus is catchy, everything works. I'm just not wowed in the same way I am with some of their other songs. The blood clot in your veins metaphor is pretty cool, though, I will say.
I think the chorus is a highlight of the song here. I think that the verses are slightly underwhelming, but the chorus is pretty short and repetitive. But they are better than the verses. So, um, another one. It's okay.
Yeah, in the context of their discography, yeah, it's fine. I like it though as a song as a whole. So, blood clot number 30. Coming at number 29, we've got Speak Slow. I really like this intro a lot. I think it hooks you into the song from the beginning. The verses, in my opinion, are fantastic, and I love the pre chorus as well. I think it's the highlight of the song for me. But I'm a little underwhelmed by the chorus, and that is why it's down here. I also don't really love the bridge, but this is still a good song with parts that I do really enjoy.
There isn't really a change in the verse to the chorus. It sounds like a long verse, which I like, which is upsetting because the verses are really strong here. Her vocals are strong here, but those quote unquote choruses need more. Need more. I like the guitar part with the O's as well, but again, I'm just wanting more.
Yeah, the chorus definitely holds the song back a little bit from really making that jump into the next tier. So, Speak Slow, number 29. Coming in at number 28, we've got XO. This chorus is definitely the highlight here for me. I think it works really well. I like the verses. I do think they're slightly underwhelming. I don't really have a ton to say here. This is just a case of I prefer other songs. I do enjoy this one.
I really like the build up to the song as a whole. Her voice gets louder as the chorus comes in, which is great. But the repetition of saying XO, which is the name of the song, 31 times is really upsetting and honestly annoying. I like the verses and choruses together. But like in a 2 minute and 51 second song, like I want more from it than just it saying the name of the song. But like just from it being like just from it saying that, like it sounds annoying and lazy to me, and that would bring it down a lot just because it's a lack of creativity.
I like how the song sounds still, so, XO comes in at 28. That is going to wrap up the meh tier, and we're going to get right into the great tier. There's no good tier for this video. These songs are really great in my opinion. I'm a pretty big fan of them, so let's get it on.
They're great.
Coming in at number 27, we've got Burn in the Afterthought. This one has grown on me quite a bit over time. I think when it came out, it was my least favorite song on Skinny Dipping, but my opinion has totally changed. Bonnie's restrained voice sounds really good in the verses and the pre-chorus, and they do a great job of building up to that chorus where they just let loose. Every time that chorus comes around, I just find myself jamming even harder, honestly. I really love this bridge as well. Overall, it's a really good song that I enjoy. It grew on me quite a bit over time.
I like that guitar intro, but that's all that I kind of really like about the song. The verses and choruses sound like they're one long entity. There isn't much going on. Yes, the instrumentation is good, but I wanted a lot more from the song, and I don't really like the restrained vocals. It feels kind of flat.
It's fine. You can be wrong. Burn in the Afterthought, number 27. Coming in at number 26, we've got Coffee at Midnight. I'm sure this placement will cause quite a bit of a stir. This song is tied with Lavender Bones, which we'll get to later. A lot later. For their most played song live, they still play it to this day, even though it's off of their first EP. I've always just been a little underwhelmed by the verses, honestly. It's kind of the same thing with the drums that they do in Bullfrog. It holds me back then, and it still does here. However, that is completely made up for by the fact that the pre chorus and especially the chorus are amazing. So I still do enjoy this song quite a bit. I would never be upset if it came on, I would never be upset hearing it. I just prefer other songs.
I really like that guitar part after the intro. I think the song has the same issue as Burn in the Afterthought does. It just feels kind of flat. Like it's okay at everything. Like the vocals again here like are a little restrained and and the effect on it. And I'm just wanting more throughout, honestly.
Yeah, I enjoy this song. Yeah, Coffee at Midnight, number 26. Coming in at number 25, we've got Like That. It's Pink Elephant's opener, and it definitely lets you know what you're in for. This chorus roars in, and it's really catchy, a common theme throughout this entire album. The song is quite repetitive, though. They do say like that quite a bit, and that's really my only holdback here. I really like this post chorus. I think it leads into the bridge fantastic. I enjoy the song. Again, I just preferred others.
I think that chorus is really the bright spot, but man, this song is repetitive. It's just like it feels like half the song is just like that. It is catchy though, so I see why it is higher than the other two songs in this tier. I'd put it slightly lower just because of that repetition, but her vocals sound so much better in this song than they do in the other ones. I do have the song saved.
Yeah. So I enjoy this song quite a bit. Like That, number 25. Coming in at number 24, we've got Soap. This and Like That, for whatever reason, have always been kind of grouped together in my head, so it's only right that they end up right next to each other on the list. I think this chorus is a little bit better, and this song is a little bit less repetitive, so I gave Soap the nod one spot higher. I do Like That's bridge better, but honestly, if you wanted to flip flop Like That and Soap, I'd be totally fine with it. They're really close, in my opinion.
So so I did flip flop it if it was my list. So I think this song's kind of funky and I like that. I disagree with the chorus. I think like that's chorus is much better. Like it isn't so this one isn't as catchy, but it's less repetitive, which is a big plus. But again, like this song is just okay at everything, but I think like that's chorus propels it to be higher.
Which is fair. Like I said, these songs are very close for me. Personally, I put Soap higher. It ended up at 24. Coming in at number 23, we've got Wavelength. This one has shrunk on me a bit over time. I think I was really high on it when it came out, just because I wasn't really big into Shush, and this came out right after that as the next single. I still do enjoy this song though. The verses are solid, and I like the chorus. The bridge is very underwhelming though, and I'm not a huge fan of all the effects they use near the end of the song. I still enjoy it, but not as much as I used to.
I think the instrumentation and the effects are the bright spot of the song. The verses are better than the choruses. I wanted more from that wavelength part. I think like if you would have led into something that's like faster and like a big like wow part like to start the wavelength like for like wavelength and then like go into something faster. I think that would have been like better, but since it didn't, it was very underwhelming. And I agree that like the effects at the end are just not needed. Her voice is fine without
Yeah, I can definitely see his points here. Like I said, part of the reason that this song did get that, I did enjoy this song as much as I do, is because it was the third single and Shush was the second single. Wasn't big on that one. Was like, oh, this is significantly better. So Wavelength came in at 23.
Diving into this so tight. I took you like a thief, a pinch that doesn't leave.
Coming in at number 22, we've got Toothpick. This is a nice little slower song. I feel like Stand Atlantic doesn't really have a ton of these in their discography, and I feel like this really works. Bonnie's voice sounds great with the guitar in the background. There's a nice little catchy hook here. I love this bridge. I think it's great. It might be the highlight of the song for me. I'm kind of surprised they haven't really done another slower style song in this vein, even though the other slow songs that they have, like Silk Satin and Drink to Down, we'll get to later, they exist, but they're kind of different than this one. I don't really know how to describe it. Yeah, like I said, they're in another lane as this one. I think that I'd be okay if they tried some more of this. I enjoy this song.
I think the chorus is a little wordy for me, honestly. Like I also think that it would be better with an acoustic guitar if it was like actually doing like strumming and chords instead of picking. Um, but like the electric guitar kind of throws me off because I wanted like some like big band to come in and it just never does. Like and her voice's vocals feel restrained and I'm just not a fan of the song, honestly.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising because Sean's usually the guy who likes the slow songs, but I don't know. This one was one that just clicked for me when it came out. Clicks for me now. So Toothpick, 22.
I'm restless to the point where I'm stuck. Stop saving your words and keep where it hurts. I hear you speaking.
Coming at number 21, we've got Clay featuring Hannah Hermione Greenwood. I love that acoustic guitar at the beginning of the song, and a good intro can rise a song up a lot for me. This chorus is also fantastic. I think the vocal trade-off between Bonnie and Hannah works really well. I mean, this is a great song. I have no complaints. I just preferred others.
This song should just be higher, just plain simple. Like this song is fantastic. Like that acoustic guitar really works well, like in the verses, and then the big band comes in and rocks that chorus. Like I'm a big fan of the feature as well here. Like it works, and their voices just are just different enough where they can straight off, and you can tell the difference. And this song is just fantastic. I don't know why it's a 21.
Yeah, I don't know. I preferred other songs. It was for me, the top was really clear, the bottom was really clear. The middle I changed around quite a bit. So honestly, there might have been a run of this list where this was at 15 or 14 or 16. Like I this it ended up settling at 21, but it's a fantastic song. Definitely check it out if you haven't heard it.
The living room, pace through with thoughts of you. Fire in the way you choose.
Coming in at number 20, we've got Push. This is another case of I really love this intro with the acoustic guitar. I also love this one when it picks up as well. These verses are really strong and they build to the chorus really well. I did want a little bit more from the chorus, but I still enjoy it quite a bit.
I like that like acoustic to electric guitar and the change of the song. Like it adds a lot to it, and like the flow of like so the song flows pretty well. But I did want more from that chorus. Like Bonnie's vocals really are great here though.
I feel like this song and Clay are structured very similarly, where you've got the acoustic guitar intro and then it switches to something faster and then there's a bigger chorus. I gave this one the slight nod, probably because Clay does have a better chorus, but I like the other parts of Push a little bit better. So they did end up right next to each other. So Push, number 20. Coming in number 19, we've got Chemicals. This is another fantastic intro that hooks you right from the beginning. This chorus is great as well, super catchy, and it stays in your head. I did have this one a little bit higher, but after re-listening, I had to knock it down a little bit for the bridge. I'm not a huge fan of it. I like the last chorus though; it is a nice change of pace, and overall, it's still a great song.
Like the song grabs you from the start, and that chorus really works, really works well. Like it keeps your attention throughout, and Bonnie's vocals really hit here. Like I think the vocals are the strongest, stronger than the verses though, but it's a great song overall.
Yeah, Chemicals, number 19. And that's going to wrap up the great tier and get us into the just shy of top tier. These songs are really great. They're a little bit better than the ones we just talked about in great tier, but there's a decent sized gap between them and the ones in top tier. So they're just shy. Let's get it on.
To forget your name and piece myself together with a stale glue. Found out you're full of shit. Why don't you swallow it?
Coming in at number 18, we've got Lost My Cool. This one was so different when it came out. It was like nothing Stand Atlantic had ever done. I like how the song starts off slower and slowly builds throughout the song to that roaring final chorus. I enjoyed this one quite a bit when it came out, and I still do now. It's probably a little too high based purely off of nostalgia, but it's still a really great song. I love it.
I think the verses are very underwhelming. I like them, but like something about them makes me just like wants more from them. Like they're just not as good as I wanted them to be. Like I do like those choruses a lot, but I think that like I also like that funky guitar during the bridge as well. But like just the little guitar on the during the verses like kind of brings it down.
It's still a really good song, so Lost My Cool, number 18.
Why don't you dig the great big enough for us? Yeah. Think I'm losing something that I didn't know I could have. I'll be drinking you this way till we're fucking dead, yeah. Kissing the night.
Coming at number 17, we've got Deathwish featuring Nothing Nowhere. The vocal effects on Bonnie's verse that you just heard are interesting. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about them, but I do really like Nothing Nowhere's verse. I think it flows really well, and he adds something different to the song. I love this chorus, but I really do think that the pre chorus is the highlight here, in my opinion. I feel like this song is similar to Wavelength in a lot of ways, but overall, it improves on it in basically every way, which is why it is higher. Overall, it's a very enjoyable song.
Sounds like she's rapping slightly, but I think it's a really cool song. Like the backbeat in the back, or so the beat in the background really works here, and that chorus is pretty catchy. I think, like, and I like the feature as well. It's a solid song.
Yeah, solid song. Comes in at 17.
I dream to drown, and I should know better, but I don't. So
Coming in at number 16, we've got Drink to Drown. This is my personal favorite of the slower songs. I think Bonnie's voice sounds great with the piano. I think you can really feel the emotion in her voice and the pain that she's trying to convey. Sean used to make fun of me for singing this one all the time when we were like playing Xbox when it came out. I just think it works really well. The verses, the chorus, even the bridge. My only complaint is that it is a tad bit repetitive, but I can get over that. I think it sounds fantastic. A really great slow song.
I don't remember that, but I'm sure I probably did that at one point. Honestly, like the song is just kind of boring. Like the piano and her voice are nice, but like I wanted so much more from the song. There's no build up. There's no like chorus change. There's no anything. Like you don't realize that like there's a chorus until she says "drink to drown" 3 times. Like I would put this song lower just on like I wanted a little bit more. Like yes, I love slow songs, but like something about Stan Atlantic doing slow songs just doesn't work for me.
It's fine. You can be wrong. Drink to Drown's number 16.
I could turn through the window tonight. Show me God knows. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm talking to myself.
Coming in number 15, we've got Doomsday. Welcome to Fear. This is the opening song on the album. It's your welcome to the album. It's great. I'm not crazy about the verses. They aren't bad, but they don't really stand out. However, that chorus is amazing. It's super catchy. It just lives in your head. The bridge is kind of interesting where she's going so fast. She's like almost rapping, but it does a good job of leading you into that final chorus. The song really kicks off the album with a bang, and like I already said, that chorus is unreal. It's why it got this high.
I think the beat really works well in the verses. I don't love the pre-chorus, but that chorus really does deliver. Honestly, it doesn't even need one. Like it's pretty fast and it keeps your attention throughout, but those verses are slightly underwhelming.
Yeah, I agree. The verses are, but the chorus is why I got this high. So Doomsday, 15. Coming in at number 14, we've got Pity Party featuring Royal and the Serpent. Fuck you, and fuck your pity party. This song is just so good. The intro hooks you from the start. The pre-chorus is amazing, and the chorus is fantastic as well. It's super catchy. I don't love the feature here from Royal and the Serpent. It isn't terrible, but I just think the parts where Bonnie's singing are significantly better. But it's still an amazing song.
I was underwhelmed by the chorus. Like I like the second part of the chorus, but the first part of the chorus is very underwhelming. I don't know why. Like I don't really know how I feel about the feature. I think Bonnie's voice and Will and the Serpent's voice don't really go well together because they're both kind of high pitched vocal singers. Like I don't know if they really go well together, but like that chorus is really strong. So I mean that's all I really got to say.
Yeah, the chorus is great. I agree with Sean on the feature though. So Pity Party, 14.
Still stuck in my weather. Get lost in whatever. Still stuck in my weather. You're just passing by. I'm not out of touch with myself. I'm keeping it all in for your health. Yeah, I need more than self-medicine. I need more than self-medicine.
Coming in at number 13, we've got Roses. That guitar riff in the intro that you just heard, it's amazing. It made this song stand out to me right away. I love songs that use a riff like that in the intro. They always stand out to me. Cinderblock Garden by All Time Low is another great example of it. I love that song. I originally had this song a little higher, but the chorus, while still good, is mildly underwhelming compared to the other songs that are in this tier and the ones that ended up edging it out. I still think the song is fantastic, though. The bridge is great overall. It's an amazing song. I have no complaints.
Honestly, this song should just be higher just on that guitar part alone. It's that good. It's amazing. Like I think the flow of the song is really good. Like I think it all goes well together. Like it's a fantastic song.
Yeah, 100%. A great song. I preferred a couple others. So Roses, number 13. Coming in number 12, we've got Hair Out. This song builds super well to that chorus. That's just phenomenal. I also like the message here, too. Apparently, people gave them shit for sounding more pop than punk, quote unquote, on Pink Elephant. And this is basically Bonnie telling them to fuck off, which I love. But again, the chorus is the highlight here for me, and it keeps me coming back. This was my favorite of all the singles leading up to Fear, not counting the one that came out the day before, which we'll get to eventually. But of the main singles of Deathwish, Pity Party, Molotov, and this is clearly my favorite. This is a great song.
This is another one where I was really glad I wasn't wearing headphones for the intro. It's really loud, but it is catchy. But I find it a little wordy though. That chorus is better than the verses in my opinion. I would be able to, like, I think after more listens, I'd be able to learn the lyrics in time. But after like 4 or 5 listens, I would put it a little lower just from wordiness. But I don't know. It's just a small nitpick.
Yeah, Sean does have the song saved though, so like clearly you're a fan enough.
Yeah,
enough of it to save it.
Yeah, like I do like the song, and I think like after a few listens, I'll be able to get through it, obviously. But like, I do like the song overall.
Yeah, so Hair Out, number 12. Coming in at number 11, we've got Sidewinder. Back at it again with the guitar riff that absolutely hooks you from the beginning. I also love how we get the classic pop punk yed in here. These verses are a little bit underwhelming, but that chorus absolutely makes up for it. I think this bridge is amazing as well. This one has shrunk on me a little bit over time. It was originally not on this list, but at one point it was my second favorite song by them. That's not because this song is bad. They just keep releasing material that I like more. I originally did have this in the top tier, but I moved it down because I couldn't justify it being above songs that just don't have a single flaw. But still, considering this is off their very first EP and it's this high, it's still a fantastic song.
Insert in my Yed link here. Great song. But I think like the verses are slightly underwhelming. The pre-chorus and the chorus work well together, but the verses make me really want more. Like I do also really like that bridge from her vocals going up and down the scale like that. Again, the song's alright.
Yeah, this is a great song in my opinion. So Sidewinder, number 11. And that's going to wrap up the Just Shy tier, and we're going to get on into the top tier. These are the cream of the crop, Stand Atlantic's 10 best songs in my opinion. So let's get it on. Coming in at number 10, we've got Don't Talk to Me. I love that guitar part in the intro. It really hooks you in from the start and it keeps you invested. That chorus is once again the highlight here. It lives in my head and it made this song stand out to me on my first listen to Fear. I think when they slow it down in the bridge, it works well as well. And I love the drums before that final chorus. This is one that I ended up moving up when I was moving everything around. Fantastic song.
For some reason, there's like in every band, like I haven't listened to a lot of their stuff other than their first album and what the songs that he showed me, and like he hasn't showed me the song, but like for some reason, like this song just clicked with me immediately. Like I just fell in love with it. Like this song's amazing. Like it's fast, it's catchy. I love the instrumentation. The verses lead right into the choruses. It is only a 2 minute and 23-second song, which is really really short, but it makes every second count here, and it doesn't feel like it's short or long. I'd put it higher personally. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I did not expect this to be the song for Sean to latch onto, but it is a great song. So, I mean, Don't Talk to Me, number 10. Coming in at number 9, we've got Evil I Go. Those keys work so well throughout this song, and that drum beat is also great. It keeps it super catchy. His chorus is also really catchy, in my opinion. This song isn't as guitar heavy as some of their other songs. They aren't really present until the chorus, but it still works super well. I enjoyed this bridge quite a bit, and it's followed by the guitars coming in for a focus on an instrumental section. I think it works really well. It's a tad bit repetitive, but in my opinion, I think the positives clearly outweighs that one sole negative. I love the song.
It couldn't just be me, but I don't know. But like I think the chorus is slower, and it honestly hurts the song in my opinion. I like the speed up after the first chorus into the second verse, but then it goes back to the other tempo, which kind of it kind of throws me off. Like I do really like that guitar solo, in the song, but her voice kind of sounds sounds like it sounds like she's screaming or kind of restrained, so I'd put it a little lower.
Yeah, I don't know. These keys were at the very beginning of the intro, really made the song stick out to me from first listen. I personally really enjoy the chorus. I, I mean, I don't know. I,
Yeah, I mean, some people it works, some people it doesn't. Like, I mean, what doesn't work for me, it obviously works for him. It's a 9. So,
yeah, so Evil I Go, number 9. Coming in at number 8, we've got Skinny Dipping, the title track off of their debut album. That guitar riff in the intro is yet again fantastic. The verses do a great job of building to the chorus, which just roars in and is super catchy. This bridge very well might also be their best. It really is perfection. This was a song that jumped off of Skinny Dipping, the album, right away and stuck out in my mind. I think Bonnie's voice sounds fantastic. I have zero complaints. It's top tier for a reason.
that intro just hits. Honestly, like the build up is great, and the chorus just delivers. Like, even though like the verses are just a guitar, it's honestly that's all it's needed. It's just a fantastic song.
Yeah, I showed Sean this one right when it came out. I think this was the third single off of Skinny Dipping, and I showed it to Sean right away. It was one that we both enjoyed quite a bit. So, great song, number 8, Skinny Dipping. Coming in at number 7, we've got Blurry. The verses are a little bit underwhelming for me, but it's fine. That pre-chorus works really well, and this chorus makes up for it in every which way. This and the next song were insanely close for me. I flipped them a bunch, but ultimately the verses made me put this one lower, even though I think that this chorus is a little bit better than the one that I put above it. It's a fantastic song.
I think the choruses are way stronger than the verses for sure. For sure, like I'm kind of bored with the verses. They don't really do anything for me. It's a little nitpick for me, but I wanted a faster chorus. I think it would hit a little bit harder. For this one, like I think it would hit harder if it was a faster chorus instead of it like hitting that first note and then kind of like stopping and then going in. Like it's not a bad chorus, but I think a faster one would be better here. But I personally wouldn't put it in top tier.
Yeah, this is one song that just clicked for me the moment it came out. That chorus just kind of lived in my head the second they dropped this song. So I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Blurry, number 7. Number 6, we've got Jurassic Park. This is another intro with an unbelievable guitar riff. Those verses work great and do a great job of building up to that chorus, which just roars in and is fantastic. But the verses here, again, are still no slouch. Honestly, I can't decide which part of the song I like more. I think the instrumental section as a bridge works really well, and it's a cool touch. Like I said previously, this and Blurry were really, really close for me. I ended up giving this one the slightest of slight edges. They're both fantastic songs.
I like the choruses more than the verses, but again, another super nitpick. But like Bonnie saying "dinosaur," like at the end of the chorus is kind of a letdown. Like I would have wanted like a little bit of a vocal change or like dinosaur, like it's something kind of roaring. Like those verses are alright, but like in that instrumentation before the last chorus is great. But again, like it's another one that I personally wouldn't.
Yeah, it's fine. You can be wrong. I personally don't mind the dinosaur at all. It doesn't bother me, and it's like a 1 second part of the song, so I don't think it's that big a deal. And this chorus is just, it really works. It's fantastic for me, and that's why it got up this high. So number 6, Jurassic Park. Coming in at number 5, we've got "Hate Me Sometimes," the lead single off of my favorite Stand Atlantic album, Pink Elephant. I was big into this one right from the start. That chorus is just absolutely fantastic, and everything around it just works super well. The verses have a nice flow to them, and the bridge works really well as well. I'm also a pretty big fan of the outro where they slow it down and the acoustic guitar comes in. I think it's a really nice touch.
That guitar intro is really fantastic. Like it brings you in the song with those great vocals, and the effects on her voice work really well here as well. Like in that chorus, it delivers. I think it just delivers on all fronts.
Yeah, really, really good song. Lead single off of a fantastic album. "Hate Me Sometimes," number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have DWYW, Do What You Want. Those harmonies or effects or whatever the hell they are in the intro, chef's kiss. They're so amazing and they work so well with those guitars. That pre chorus is unbelievable and that chorus is just so catchy. I knew this song was going to be high going into this, but I didn't think it was going to be this high. It just kept rising. Every time I listened to it for this ranking, it got higher and higher until it ended up here at 4. That bridge is simple with just the woes, but they provide a nice break before that chorus roars back in, and they bring back those harmonies or whatever the hell they are at the end of the song. This song is just perfect. I love it.
This was a song that Brett wanted me to hear from the get go. He's like, "Oh, this is the one. You just got to keep grinding to this one, this one, this one." So what are my thoughts on it? I like the guitar intro. Those effects on Bonnie's voice are interesting. I like the choruses and verses, but I don't see the love for the pre-chorus. I wanted a little bit more from the song, honestly, as a whole. Like it may grow on me after more listens, but after 4 or 5 listens, it's all right. It's fine.
Yeah, I feel like it will grow on you after more listens because, like I said, it was lower, and every time I listened to it for the list, I just kept rising it up. So I think it's a fantastic song. I have no regrets putting it this high. DWYW, number 4. Coming in at number 3, we've got Van Gogh. Back at it again with the amazing guitar intro. This was my favorite deep cut off of Fear by a mile. I think it works so well on all fronts. That chorus is amazing, super catchy, and those verses are honestly just as catchy. I also think the line should I pull a Van Gogh because I'd do anything to shut you up is just fantastic, amazing lyricism. You might be sleeping on this one since it wasn't a single, but don't. It works so well. This and DWYW were insanely close, but I gave this the slight edge because the chorus is slightly better. A great song.
I love that guitar intro. I think the vocals, and then the vocals come in and it sounds really smooth. That chorus is fast and catchy. It really grabs you from the start. Even the verses keep you coming back for more, and it doesn't even feel like it's over a 3 minute song because of how much is going on. It's a great song.
Yeah, the only reason that I didn't show Sean this song beforehand is because I showed him a different song off of Fear, one that I like better that we'll get to in a second, and he didn't really love that one. So I was like, well, if you don't love that one, you probably won't love this one. That's the only reason I didn't show it to you beforehand. This is a great song.
Yeah, I mean, I like this one better personally, but you know.
Yeah. So Van Gogh, number 3. Coming in at number 2, we've got Dumb featuring Tom the Mailman. I got a little story time here. I'm not gonna lie, leading up to Fear, the album coming out, I was a little nervous. I didn't really love Molotov, like we already said. Switchblade was but I enjoyed Pity Party and Hair Out both quite a bit. Deathwish I enjoyed a decent amount too. So there was only a couple that I really clicked with. So I did have some doubts because of those two and ones, Molotov and Switchblade. Then the day before the album, they dropped this song. They dropped Dumb. Those doubts were promptly gone. This song is unbelievable. That guitar intro with those keys hooks you right away, and then the whole band comes in for a little chorus preview. It's fantastic. The verses flow well, and they bring back the keys again, and then oh my god, that chorus is just fucking fantastic. It's so catchy, I cannot get it out of my head. I had this song on repeat for like a week straight. I couldn't even get myself to listen to the other songs on the album because I was just listening to this one over and over again. Tom the Mailman works really well here as well, in my opinion. I like his verse, and I think his vocals provide a nice change of pace before Bonnie comes back in and just absolutely kills it. This is an unbelievable song.
So I really like the intro with Bonnie's voice, but that feature really brings the song down for me. I don't think his voice fits with hers at all, honestly. I don't like the change of pace, but I really like the rest of the song and in her verses and the choruses go really well together. But that feature would bring it down.
Which is fair. The feature definitely is the weak part in my opinion. I don't mind it at all. I think it's kind of nice. I like it, but I definitely prefer Bonnie's parts. So I kind of see where he's coming
Oh, I
from.
agree. Yeah, I think Bonnie's part is strong enough to put it up here.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
but I wouldn't put it at 2 personally, but I could see it in the top 10.
Yeah, unbelievable song. Dumb number 2. Coming in at number 1, the top spot. It was never a question. We got Lavender Bones. I feel bad for Dumb, honestly, because I love it enough for it to be in the number 1 spot. But it's competing against a song that's in my top 10 favorite songs of all time. So, I mean, I said we'd get to this song a lot later. It is a lot later.
It is. Yeah.
So, yeah, this is the song that got me into Stand Atlantic, and in my opinion, it's still their best. I love that opening intro guitar riff. Bonnie absolutely kills the verses, but that chorus is the star here. It's so catchy. I can literally never get it out of my head, and it's followed by yet another amazing guitar riff. The bridge is amazing. It really showcases Bonnie's vocal ability as she nails the higher note at the end. I think this is perfection in a song. I've shown the song to so many people, and not one person has been able to tell me that they don't like it. It was never a question. This song was always going to be number 1. It's one of my top 10 favorite songs of all time. It's their best song.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys watch the Jordan Davis ranking of mine, he showed me Take It For Me, and I had 24 opportunities to find a different song that he liked better than this one. He had 37, 38 chances to find a better song better than this one. Didn't find one. So, but back to my comments, this song really is amazing. Like, he obviously showed me this song first, and it's great. This is a song that this is the first song that I heard from them, and that chorus is really just something else. Like, it's super catchy, such a headbanger. I could see why it's popular, and the guitar throughout really work together, and like those verses help the song flow together. Again, it's another 3-minute song that doesn't feel like a 3-minute song because of how much is going on, and you want to listen to the song over and over and over again because of how catchy and fun the song is. And that bridge really is a nice touch. I mean, it's an amazing song. Like I don't play the song very often, but when it does come up in my car, I'm like, okay, okay, give me like 15 minutes. Let me like bang this out a little bit. So obviously like I agree with your number one. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, if you watch some of our other videos, it's not that often that we both are like, yeah, this is the best song that they have. But yeah,
Not only do I agree, I think it's this and Don't Talk to Me are their two best songs. So like, yeah.
which are both in my top
Top
10.
10,
So we pretty much agreed here. But this is an unbelievable song. It was literally never a question in my mind. For me, everything else was fighting for two. This is an unbelievable song, like I already said. So Lavender Bones comes in at number 1. So yeah, that's been it. We would like to thank y'all once again for coming out, joining us, dropping some feedback, drop a like, a comment. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any lyrics you want, or sorry, if there's any bands, any albums you want Brett to listen to, me to listen to, us in general to listen to, please let us know in the comments. If you have any issues or any interesting ideas about Brett's list and what he's got to say, please let him know. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to hear your feedback, and we honestly would love to hear what artists and what albums you want us to listen to.
Yeah, 100%. Everything he said. Yeah, that's all we've got for this one. Stay tuned because coming up in a couple days, we're gonna have. It might even be. I don't know when exactly it's going up. But soon after this video, there's gonna be an update video coming out with just some things that you guys should be aware of in the future of the channel. So yeah,
Yes. So that's us for now.
that's been it.
Peace.